punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. He finds a Doomsday downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. The statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Williams from the gun. That's his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Another one for Gibbs. Finds room to the 30. Through midfield. Jahmyr Gibbs. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Second and 10 now. Williams. He's looking deep once again. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air on third and long. Connects downfield on target to Burton. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation will create the big play down the field.
Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
Well, you don't get the first down. I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running with Swift out of the gun. He cuts it back right. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a 1-point game. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunky, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, lift! Lift! 180! Louis!
Shotgun snap here to go. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Goff. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they'll take him down at the 23-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Williams to throw on first. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That's low and bounces short of his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. Here's Williams again. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he'll score! Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears break the tie here in the first. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. First and 10.
What?
Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Here's Gong. Screen here for Gibbs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. He started a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
180.
Man in motion here. Third down run by Gibbs. Has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards.
Come on.
First down, Lions.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Lions the first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Maverick ball. Hardball. Okay.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Hits his running back. And they'll get him down right along the line. So no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It fed the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
First down, Williams. He brings it in. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Williams on first down. Headed out right. He's keeping it. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down. But better to avoid the hit. Smart play there. That's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Catch is made in close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears out-lead by 10. It's a Romadunze touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears drive their lead to 11. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
2 for 66. We go slide and kill.
From the gun, Goff. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30.
14.
Throwing is gone. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Great as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. He finds a Dunze downfield. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. This play goes for 36. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, Williams to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Brought in right side by Moore. Solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. To the air yet again, Williams. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's going to be 4th and short. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
For Swift. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
On first down, it's Gibbs. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
2 for 1, 2 for 1, 180.
They motion the tight end over. Play action here with Goff. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
We go, Todd. Black 20. Hey, kill. 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one complete to St. Brown. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
180.
First down throw from Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Still has some space inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. The Lions cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down throw by Williams. Throw left side finds Burden. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Williams to throw on first. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, again to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears grow their lead just before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears drive their lead to 11.
17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Go tonight.
Out of the shotgun, Carr. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
180. Tiger. 12.
Shotgun snap here to go. Finds Isaac Tisslaw, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Detroit calls timeout, it's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Orange. Come on. 180. Oregon. Listen. Oregon. Hey, lift.
Working now from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Sam Frazier has it.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he dodged the tackle. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Mostert on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Cut. Hey, kill kid. My 20. Cut.
Give to Gibbs to stop the 3rd. Rolling into enemy territory. He cuts to the right, finds open field. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Goff's going to throw for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Duvernay on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
What is that?
Here's Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Kmet. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is he got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
First down, Williams. Gives him holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. One play action. Williams. On him again, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Fields this at the 18. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10.
White 20.
Drive begins with Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
White 20. Ric Flair. 2 up. 2 for 66.
From the gun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And it's a house call. Pick 6, touchdown Chicago. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? And they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Mostert on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
What? 180. Value 1. Louis.
Goff trying again here after the pick. Taken in by Williams outright. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Goff. Delivers another one to Williams. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down.
Hey, 180. 14. Shell.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Duvernay on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Williams will look to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Complete right side. Burton has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Luther Burton, the guy he was looking for. So second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for third and very short.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
On third down, here's Swift. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down downs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7. Williams to throw. That finds connect downfield. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This what you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you want to see Saul like this stuff you got. Your body is
Running behind center with Swift. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the first and goal.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as lighters, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Flush out now to his left. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
I mean, it's split second in basketball. In basketball, it's split second. Oh man, what happened? His connection went off.
We in Miami and we ballin'. Should dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Fria, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know.
All right.
Which girls I'm taking home. Just spend, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just floating.
Check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. check the clock, wondering what he'll pull. Necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. And off we go from the Windy City. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the
Vegas! What is up?
Williams going to throw on the first play. This one taken in by Odunze. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
What is up?
On the RPO, quick toss to Burton. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
The break the huddle, coming up now for first and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Throwing again, Williams. A throw downfield caught by Burton. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Vegas! Ready to look!
Quick throw there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Try to throw again. Here's Williams. To the left side. He's got Kmet. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. What a pickup. A gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now This defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Williams to the air once more. On the run to the right. And he gets to the outside and he takes it in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown Bears. Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Khalif Raymond to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Right 20.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Second down throw for Goff. And he'll just bite the board and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here to talk things over before third down.
We're good. 120. 2 for 1. Ric Flair. 5.
From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air and have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Treat the second quarter like a fourth quarter.
Take over first and 10.
You can go for it at any time.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 43.
From the 43, here's second down and 3. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. They had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll come up to third and 3. Williams from the gun. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. On fourth down, here's Tory Taylor to punt for Chicago. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
We go 76. Run it. Hard ball. 2 up. Hard ball. Super.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slav. It was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Front. Hey, kill. An 80. 5. Front.
Throwing here is Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Check. 180.
To Slav, the man in motion.
No. Hey, Shell.
On 4th down, Goff.
Yo, good pressure on that dude.
They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Williams to throw on second down. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Kmet. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20s. A big-time play for the Bears. 39 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Open man left side, that's Zacchaeus. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
To the goal line and in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. Greg, offensive coordinator's script at the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
What? Super! By 20! 17!
Here's Goff. This throw, left side, for Tesla. He's got it. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And 3rd down coming up. Now, Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It is 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They find a way to convert on 4th down and pick up 10 yards. Now Goff. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's into the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Touchdown number 9 for the year. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. They're going to try to run, give it to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jordan.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He's dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Duvernay with the grab. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
What is up?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams, moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it, nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
45-yard line.
Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get good for a Bears first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
On second down, it's Williams. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback.